Hi everyone and welcome to the Capital Transport run through. You would have received your login details by now, but if you've misplaced them, please let me know as I do have them on file. So first we're going to go to the website capitaltransport.com.au and click book a job and log in using your username and password. You'll now be on the booking screen and we'll go through a dummy order. For booked by, please put your name so we have a record of who actually sent it. For reference one, please put in a sales order number, repair number, just anything that we can trace back to Pronto. Now, as a blanket rule, we should not be sending any dangerous goods via Capital Transport. That falls within dangerous goods includes aerosols, explosives like the Simpson charges, any batteries over 100 watt hours, no gases or argons, MAP gas, etc., no parts washing solvent, no butane gas. Now you can send something that does run on petrol. Please drain the tank. It cannot have enough petrol to start, but fuel in the fuel line is fine. Now we choose the urgency filter. You have standard, express, VIP and special. However, we only really use standard and express. The difference between standard and express are a couple things. Number one, standard is 4 hours. And express is 2.5 hours, and this is from time of collection, not time of booking. Also with standard, Capital will book jobs across a whole suburb and pick yours up and will deliver it within a run, whilst express is directly from us to the customer as a priority service. In total, there are over 30 different services that you can choose. However, we can refine that down to 6, which will cover pretty much everything that we could send out. Now, for something that is on a pallet but is not a tailgate, we can choose a 1-ton tray. For something that is too tall or too heavy, we can book a 2-ton tray or taut line. A tailgate, where a customer does not have a forklift on site, is a 2-ton fixed hydraulic. Unless it's a canopy or a trade rack, now this is a 2.4 meter canopy that needs to be an 8-ton crane truck, and if a ladder is too long for a tray back, it has to be a 1-ton rack, and that will cover pretty much everything that we send out. Now just make sure when you actually do quote the customers that with express and standard there is a drastic price change, seeing as express is a premium service. So please make sure that when we actually charge this out that we charge the customers correctly for the service that we've booked it under. Now, let's pretend we're booking out a large ladder, which is too long for the back of a normal tray. So you want to choose the 1-ton rack option. Now, for number of items, we're going to choose 1. For total weight, is the weight of what you're sending out. Let's say it's a 3-meter ladder, and just add in the dimensions overall of how big it actually is. For delivery instructions, please include anything the customer has told you, such as please press gate 2, on the buzzer when you arrive, or please take to door 3, whatever the customer has told you of how to actually deliver the item. Now your pickup location will preset to your actual store address as your account is preset to that location. If you wanted to overwrite the address, you can. That could be matters of please come to door 2 or door 3 for pickup, whatever you need for ease of collection. Also, the rates are catered towards your store, so the rates are individual and not based on an overall price where everyone is the same. For delivery location, let's pretend that we're going to head office here at Trade Tools. Let's put in the company name, street address, same thing in terms of door 2, door 3, choose your suburb. And now if this is a regular customer, you can also save it to a frequent address. So later on, any future bookings, you can just find them in the drop-down section. You can choose a certain pickup time of when you'd like the actual driver to come. You can also do live tracking on SMS and email. Now, I would advise that you do not put the customer's details in there and rather put in the store number and the store email address, being that if you book it under a standard service, and it's within the run, a customer would be confused as to why the order is many suburbs away, when in reality it's part of that run. So it's best the customer goes directly through with us to find out where the item actually is. You can also do optional delivery details, such as please deliver between a certain time and a certain time slot. Now we go to quote, and you can book a job and you'll see the job number here on the left-hand side, service code, kilometers, and the total price that you need to actually charge the customer. Now, please tack on an additional 15%, as this charge does actually exclude fuel. For a $66.28 charge, I would actually charge the customer $76.23. Once we've done that, we can now accept the quote and create labels. Now, if it's a pallet, please print 4 labels and stick it on either side of the item, but I would advise at least 2 for the side of a parcel, just so it's easily found when it actually is getting collected. Now, once you've actually booked the job in, you can actually track your jobs as well. So you can go through, and if it's been of today, you can go through and you can see here, yep, on this screen here, you can also cancel your booking and create another label. A week or 2 later, you'll receive an email with an invoice from the accounts department. Please tick off your actual transactions and get it back to accounts as soon as possible. Basically making sure that what we're charging the customers and what we would charge is correct.